Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's great to see so many people in here. Welcome back to the Sheffield United Fanzone. It's now time to welcome two special guests. And I am so honoured to have them on stage with me in the Fanzone today. So I need you guys to make lots and lots of noise for Louie Marsh and Ollie Arblaster. Yes, yes. So, two legends of Bramall Lane already. I love this, I love this. So, obviously you guys have been with the club a very long time. I'm going to start with you, Louie. Tell us about your journey, how old you were when you started, what it's like coming through the U team.
Yeah, it's quite similar to Blasters really. We both joined when we were about 6 and worked our way up together really. So I think if you ask Blaster that, you'd probably get the same answer. And obviously, yeah, we've both been through a different journey as in terms of what we've done ourselves. And I think we're both on the same track really now. I think we're both playing for a team which we supported since we were little kids. So yeah, I think it's both our dreams really.
Amazing, fantastic to hear. So yeah, I'll not ask you the same question, but obviously we'll fast forward a little bit. You came through the U team together, and then obviously breaking into the first team, you went out on loan to get some experience. How was that, obviously, for yourself, Ollie?
Very good. I loved it. Obviously, I was due to go for the season and then come back after January, but it was just so different to what I was used to, playing in the 21s, and I wanted to push myself and go out there, and I did. And yeah, playing week in, week out was really good for me, and then it set me up for coming back and then playing for United, yeah.
I was going to say, did you feel ready after that experience of going out on loan? What kind of difference did it make to you when you came back to the club?
Just the whole environment around the place, and I felt like I'd gone out there, done well. I thought I wanted to step up. Obviously the Premier League's a whole new level, but yeah, I was keen to come back and continue my form that I was playing out at Port Vale and then bring it back to Sheffield United. And obviously I had an injury, but as soon as I got back fit, I wanted to be involved, and yeah, it kind of went really quick, and yeah, my chance came along, and then yeah, played from there.
And you took that chance, definitely. So Louie, it's been a good season for you so far, and I just want to talk about, you've been called up to the England under-20s, yeah? Can we make some noise for Louie? What an experience, an international under-20. Tell us about that. When did you hear about it? What happened? What was it like while you were out there? And then obviously making your debut as well.
Yeah, obviously I was on the standby list to start with, and then I was coming to play a 21s game on the Monday, and then on the way I got a phone call saying that I need to take my stuff and could have sent George's Park really, so it was a quick turnaround, and then when I got there, obviously it's like meeting new friends, really got on with everyone really well, travelled to Turkey and then made my debut against Turkey, which was a very special moment. Obviously all my friends and family were watching on TV, and yeah, it was a moment what'll probably keep with me forever now, yeah.
And I'm guessing experiences like that, you bring back to Sheffield United, you bring back into training, it makes you feel stronger, better player.
Yeah, I was speaking to the gaffer about it, and I think my confidence just skyrocketed after that really. It gave me a tester of playing people around the world, and the people from Galatasaray starting against me, and I thought I handled it quite well, and then obviously against Romania come on and scored, so yeah, we're a really happy moment, yeah.
Amazing, round of applause for Louie, coming on and scoring a goal as well. Fantastic, fantastic. So we spoke about, you came back and playing in the Premier League. I think a very special moment we want to talk about is Old Trafford. Made captain, such a young age. How did that come about? Did you find out on the day? Was there a build-up? Tell us about that story.
I've told this story a fair few times.
Okay, sorry. So we all want to hear it again. Sorry, Ollie, to keep you. Sorry to bore you, but they want to. Do you want to hear this story? Yeah. Yeah, you do.
To be honest, it all happened really quick. We travelled up on the day to Man United, and then obviously we have a long afternoon just relaxing in his room. I was really close with James McAtee, so me and him would just be sat in the room together watching YouTube or something, and he said to me, actually, he was like, you're going to be captain, and I was like, no, I don't think so. I think Ollie Mack had got injured the week before, and then yeah, I was like, nah, surely not. I never really thought about it, and never really thought that I was going to be captain. I got to Old Trafford, I was just going out the tunnel about an hour and a half before just to check the pitch. Everyone wants to go and look at what Old Trafford's like. And then yeah, as I was walking out, the gaffer obviously pulled me and was like, oh, I've heard someone said that you're captain tonight. and I just like, I was a bit taken back by it, but I was like, yeah, that's fine, no worries. And he was like, oh, are you going to shit yourself? And I said, no. I said, I'll be fine. And then, yeah, went obviously an hour before, and then come back in, prepared, ready, and then went out. And yeah, unfortunately we didn't win, but it was an amazing experience.
Sorry for that word, if you are under 10 years old there, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's PG, it's all good, Ollie. So, did it change anything, you know, when you went out to play that game? Obviously being captain, did it change anything in your mindset or how you played?
No, not really. I feel like even though I'm quite young in the team, I'm someone who likes to be vocal. I always feel like you help your teammates out by obviously speaking, and the only thing that I didn't like doing was probably taking the huddle, the talk in the huddle at first. I can't remember what I said, but yeah, no, it didn't really change anything. I was just trying to focus on my game, make sure I perform well like I'd been doing, and yeah, then trying to set an example really.
Fantastic, and you definitely set that example. Make some noise for Ollie. Hey, he's definitely setting an example right now. So obviously a lot of young players in the club right now. We've brought that squad age down, and what's it like playing with, obviously, maybe your mates that you've grown up with? What's that like?
Yeah, sometimes I get taken back by it really, obviously Brooks, Arblaster, and there's loads of others as well, but I think when we're on the pitch I think we just work together as a team. Obviously it's a new team, and I think everyone's gelled brilliantly really. Everyone's, you know, got to know each other straight away, you know, even the new lads, obviously Blaster, who's been in the dark dressing room a lot, taking it by, and obviously Gus and Vinny, and everyone's just taking it in the stride really, and yeah, it's really exciting.
Brilliant, so good to hear. Final questions, I know you've got to get back into the ground now, but you know, thoughts for this season? Ollie, I'll let you finish with that. I know it's a tough one. What do you want to happen for the club and personally for you?
Get Sheffield United back promoted. Yeah, that's the aim, but obviously you don't think that far ahead. It's obviously cliche, but you've got to just win games, and you put yourself in and around it come February, March, then you give yourself a good chance. And we've started well, we've got to build on it, and I think we're nowhere near it as best, so that's exciting, and I think we've got a lot more to come.
Fantastic. As you guys, such a young age, you're such good role models for everyone out there, especially the youngsters. It's so good to have you in the squad and have you coming down and doing talks like this in the fan zone. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's great to have them here. Coming with a big round of applause, Louie Marsh and Ollie Arblaster. DJ Gab Lyons, back to you.